Hey, Mark Walters here. Thank you so much for joining me on day 5 of our free 5-day real estate investing course on how to make money in real estate. We've covered a lot of ground here. We've got a great foundation. Now let's talk about how to create a marketing plan for real estate so that you again stand out, because that's really been a big goal of mine to share with you in these lessons so that you don't only understand the foundation for some of these beginner strategies for real estate investing, but also how to set yourself apart so you rise to the surface and you're the obvious choice to people that have real estate for sale that are willing to sell it at a bargain price. As you're setting up your marketing for real estate, start to think of it with that mindset. Not just how can I reach these people, but how can I have an impact so that my service rises to the top and they naturally want to work with you. That's really important, because just getting a message out there and understanding the mechanics, where yes, that's important, there are a lot of other investors doing the same exact thing. I get all kinds of pieces of mail from investors, you probably do too, and they look very similar. So it's important to recognize that and then start considering what you can do differently so you then start to cut through all of that and become a choice that home sellers really gravitate towards. One thing to remember when you're providing a service that helps people is one way that you can show people that you can help them is by actually helping them. We connect with motivated home sellers with empathy, but also with suggestions on how we can help them. As we covered in an earlier lesson, we want to supply homeowners with the options that they've got. We're not only disclosing to these people that, yes, we're in this to ultimately generate a profit, and that we might not be their best choice depending on their situation. Again, we're disclosing all these things, but then we're also going to provide them options that they may have so that they can make up their mind for what it is that is best for them in their current situation. One of the ways that we can go about doing that is putting something together that we can give these people that they can take, hold, look at, and recognize the value of it so that we become even more of the authority. We can let them know that we authored something that we are willing to give them in hopes that it can help them. So what is it that you can give homeowners to rise to the surface? Well, you can give them digital items that then share your story and your service with them. That can be an ebook, that can be video. Video is very impactful because they get to see your eyes, they get to hear your voice, they can see that you're relaxed, that you're just here to help, what the mission statement of your business is. And like we talked about in a past lesson, you can let these people know exactly what your situation is. You can give the disclosure. This is a business you put together that helps families. You're in business to make a profit, and you may not be the best choice when it comes to getting the most amount of money for their home. But if they need to sell a house fast, if they need to get out from underneath financial problems and just move on with their life and breathe a little bit easier, that you are here to help them. And that is exactly what they're looking for. Now, when these homeowners get direct mail sent to them, it says a lot of the same things, a lot of the same bullet points. But what it doesn't say and what it doesn't do is convey what a video can convey. You can also offer them some kind of a PDF download that's an ebook that says much of the same things. But one of the things that's making a very big impact as I'm making this video is when investors put together some kind of a written pamphlet or book and then actually make a physical version of it. So when they find motivated home sellers that really seem like a good lead, you can say, hey, I'm here to help. Would you like me to send you my book? I'll send it to you absolutely free in hopes that it helps you. And it can be talking about how to sell your house fast, some of the problems that they might be encountering, so they start to visualize themselves in the copy of the book. And then, of course, you can be sharing inside what it is your service is and how it is the answer if they find themselves in a situation where they really need help right now. Because you are the person that is the author of this book, that means you've got credibility right out of the gate. You are an authority because we put a lot of perceived value in some kind of a physical book. And if you're the person that took the time to write the book, you're the authority, you can come up with a title that says something that is impactful as well, so that they realize you are the go-to person. The title can be How to Sell Your House Fast Handbook. You've written the handbook, you're giving them the handbook. If they need your help, they can come to the author of the How to Sell Your House Fast Handbook. The very one person that wrote the book, that is the person they can deal with. And if you've been following all the things that we've talked about in the previous lessons, where you're doing things ethically and morally and honestly, and you're really trying to help these people, you've been completely transparent, you've disclosed that you do this to make a profit, and you shared with them all kinds of different options that they may want to consider, that may be their best choice, which may or may not be you, all of a sudden you've taken away so much of the animosity that people have. And you've truly shown them that you can help them by helping them. But if you print something up that you could actually give to them, then you have the chance to rise even higher in their eyes, because chances are there are no other investors out there doing that. Now, this has the chance for an even bigger impact when you niche down the focus, the target of what type of property owners are you trying to help. One great example is the senior housing market. These would be families that are dealing with an aging homeowner, and what do they need to do to best take care of these people? It could be that this person who's been in the house for a long time needs to move into assisted living, or maybe they actually need to move in with family members. But either way, they've got a house that needs to be liquidated. Now, if you put together something that you can then give these families that show them that you understand their situation, what they're going through, the sensitivity of it, and you're here to help families in this exact type of scenario. Now, this is a great example of how you can niche down your service and then connect with people on an emotional level. And when you can give them something that shows that you are the authority, the impact is hard to compete with, which is exactly the point. We want to leave the competition in the dust so that you rise to the surface. If focusing in on this kind of a market strategy appeals to you, I've got something in the description that can help you with that. Now, if you're wondering how you're going to write this book, it's really pretty simple. You can put together some bullet points of things that you want to share, services that you provide, potential target markets of people out there that are going through something that you want to serve. You can be writing different bullet points and then just talk like I'm doing right now as a video that you can be sharing with people. You can then transcribe that and then put it into a PDF download. You could then also take that PDF download and have it printed out, so that when you find people that are very well targeted for your service, you can offer to send this to them, and that then again makes you rise to the surface. So as we've gone through this 5-day beginning real estate investing course, I hope that you now know to reverse engineer a lot of this, to improve the odds of success, to reduce your risk, to target people that really need help that other investors don't necessarily know about now, so that you can have much better odds for finding a deal because it's not as competitive. So if you're excited to rise to the surface here with me, definitely hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss my next video, because I've always got a lot of good things coming. Also in the description, I've got my free book, How to Find Millions in Private Money Loans. This is the biggest question I get from people, and that is, Mark, how do I find money for deals? So I'm hoping that book can help you. This is just the beginning. We've covered so many good things. Now let's continue our adventure together in the next video.